Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kitsune Readings, where your questions find answers.
Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog on the Gamegear. Now, this came out in 1991. It actually had a better color palette than the Sega Master System. It's very bright, very colorful. We're playing it on the Sega Sonic Origins Collection Plus on the Nintendo Switch today. Large sprites. The very iconic Sega. This was released alongside the Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis. It has brighter visuals, some say, and better graphics than the Sega Master System one. The Sega Master System had a very limited color palette, which is kind of interesting because I didn't know the Game Gear had a better color palette than the Sega Master System. That's improvement in technology, though. I liked the Game Gear a lot more than the Game Boy, because it was in color. I didn't need a light to see it in the dark. The graphics are still amazing and beautiful, even on the Game Gear. Now, they wanted to release Sonic the Hedgehog for the Game Gear, so they could directly compete with the Nintendo Game Boy. Oh. Dang. We'll go back to the title screen. Whoops, wrong button. See if I can show you the bonus stage. Now, from my general experience, the Game Gear versions of these games are much, much harder than the Sega Genesis version. I've never played the Sega Master System variations. I didn't even know that Sega Master System variants existed for a long time. The original story to Sonic the Hedgehog is way, way different than the way it's presented in the comics and stuff. I see in the original story, Sonic is brown. He becomes blue and gains his speed after an accident because of Dr. Robotnik, who is called something else, I don't remember what. But, he becomes Dr. Robotnik after the machine explodes, and the contamination of the emeralds turns Sonic blue and gives him his speed. And it turns the good doctor into the evil Dr. Robotnik. You have to be careful so you don't run into spikes and stuff. Much as you'd like to just speed through the level enjoying Sonic speed, you can't always do that. I think that mark means we get the bonus stage. Yep. I think we only need 50 rings to get the emerald. Oh, we didn't find the emerald. That's not cool. But that gave you a look at the special stages. So if you clear this stage with 50 or more rings, then you get the bonus stage. Whoops. I didn't mean to fall down. The shield looks kind of funny. Ooh. The game, for what it is actually really cool, and they did an amazing job on the graphics. I'll probably make time to do another, like, full playthrough of this game. And show you all of its levels and stuff. It only has like 6 stages. Whoops. Still a really cool game though. I think they did an incredible job on this. The game itself was developed by a company called Agent. So if you don't have the 50 rings, you get Robotnik's face. I'd probably have to look up a guide for the emeralds. The map overview they give you is actually really cool when you're going between stages. Uh-oh, we don't have any rings. We destroyed the roboticizer. Oh, we're on the bridge level. I think it's good to get the Sonic Origins Plus collection because it gives you all the Game Gear titles of Sonic which are on the Origins collection, which I think is really cool. given the nature of how expensive retro gaming is today, I think it's really good to be able to experience these old games if you want to do that. And this has all of them, so you can play the entire Game Gear collection of Sonic games on the Sonic Origins Plus collection. Well, that's all the time I have for today, my friends. Thank you for being here, and thanks for listening and watching the video. I believe in you, my friends. You can and you will achieve your dreams. Again, this was Sonic the Hedgehog on the Game Gear, released in 1991 and developed by Agent. Great game. I would recommend playing it today. It's great to see what the games of yesteryear looked like. Thanks for listening, everyone. I love you all. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again very soon.